What's up? It's your girl Twan the Mystik from housemystik.com. What's up? If you are new here, hello and welcome. I am Twan the Mystik. I'm an artist, a tarot reader, astrologer, and rapper, okay? So, yes, and here on my lovely YouTube channel, I love to create pick-a cards and other spiritual related content type videos, all right? So if those are some things that interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that I was gonna say that like button, but yeah, that like button and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. And like I said, I'm an artist. Here's one of my lovely paintings right here, and I'll put it up on the screen. It's called No One Shines as Bright as the Sun. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. But it's available at housemystik.com, as well as my other arts, my creations. Okay, so definitely check out my website. All right, so yes, anyway, let's get into today's reading. All right, so in today's reading, we are going to be talking about what is your true destiny, okay? What is the life you came here to live? What type of love life are you meant to have? What type of career are you meant to have? What type of lifestyle are you meant to have? That is what we're going to be talking about today. And we're just going to see what comes up, whether it's your love story, your career, your family, your whatever. We're gonna see what type of life you are destined to live, and I wanted to make this just to uplift the collective, especially if you're in a space right now where you're just wondering when certain things are going to manifest for you, if the dream life that you want for yourself, is it confirmation that is coming true, and things like that. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into the reading. We are now gonna get into the pile selections. Okay, y'all, so let's get into these piles. Okay, so pick the card or the crystal that you feel the most drawn to, okay? Because this deck that I'm using, it's very unique. I love it so much, and it's each card has a different picture on the back of it, okay? So I'm going to show you the crystals and the cards and see which one that you feel the most drawn to, okay? And if you hear my son, he's upstairs and just doing his thing, and my youngest son, who's a baby, he's watching TV in the other room. So if y'all hear some baby noises or kid noises, that's them, okay? So yes, anyway, let's go ahead and get into these piles, okay? So the first pile is orange calcite. Let's see if it'll focus in. Yep, orange calcite. Ooh, there we go, orange calcite. Okay. And then this is the card that goes with the orange calcite. Sorry, the light. Okay. So that's pile 1. And then pile number 2 is this heart-shaped rose quartz. Okay. Is it gonna zoom in? Okay. So yeah. And then the card that goes with the rose quartz is this card. Ooh, the light. Okay. All right. So then pile number 3 is this yellow Jasper egg. Okay. And then this is the card that goes along with it. Okay. So I'm going to do a little mini meditation with my sound bowl over here. And you can meditate on what crystal or picture that you feel the most drawn to. And, if you don't want to do the meditation, you can go ahead and skip to the timestamps. But for those of you that want to really meditate and see what crystal or picture, calls out to you, I will be playing my sound bowl. Okay? Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number one with the orange calcite. Okay, so yes, let's get into this reading all about what your true destiny is and even how you can get aligned with it, okay? And I was just I was just gonna go ahead and hit the sound bowl. I didn't even warn y'all, but I'm about to hit the sound bowl to cleanse the space, cleanse your aura, so you're open to receiving this message. Okay, so yes, let's get into it, okay? So you chose pile number one with the orange calcite, and this is the picture that went along with pile number one. Sorry, the light, okay? So yes, let's get into it, okay? And all the decks that I'm using will be linked below, where you can purchase them off of like Amazon. Well, the ones that I can find, okay? Because I'm assuming I'll be able to find these. For Amazon, which I did get them off Amazon, but basically for my Amazon store. So like, whenever you buy something off of my little Amazon store suggestion thingy or whatever, I get a little kickback from it. So yeah, I'm assuming that but we'll see once I edit this video. Anyway, yes. So the first two cards, let's see. So the first one is the worker. Ooh, and it's the 6. Wow, okay. So the worker. I enjoy getting in touch with who I am as an individual. Okay, I'm waiting for it to... Will it focus? There we go. All right. And then, oops, I meant to put it here. Okay, and then the lovers. Oh, yes, the lovers. I attract abundance, success, happiness, and fulfillment. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. So we have 6 and 7. Very interesting. So the fact that you have 6 and 7 right now is making me think that you're already on this path. And the reason why I say that, because, 6 comes before 7. So I feel like, you're already taking the steps. Like, you're already taking the steps, or like there's already things in your life that have shown that it's a part of your destiny, especially if there's like a certain relationship that you're in. I feel like a lot of you guys are in relationships with your like twin flame or like a soulmate, someone you knew from a past life. And yeah, I definitely feel like you may be with this person already, or it's coming very, 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 very soon, okay? And then the fact that you have the worker, I enjoy getting in touch with who I am as an individual, definitely lets me know. And then, okay, wait. And then we also have I attract abundance, success, happiness, and fulfillment. Definitely lets me know that you're, first of all, already doing the work to lead to the abundance, the success, the happiness, and fulfillment, and even the love. Because I also feel like if there's those of you that are single right now, I feel like you've been working on yourself, and not in that cliche like, oh, you need to work on yourself before you can find someone or whatever. I think you're just, maybe you experienced a terrible breakup, all right, and that's why you're single now. You experienced a terrible breakup, and it's like you vowed to yourself that you would spend time alone, because maybe you were someone that was like in multiple relationships and never spent time alone. And maybe you're at a point in your life right now where you're spending time alone, trying to get to know yourself and working on yourself. And then that's what aligns you with your partner, with your twin flame, with your soulmate, the person you're meant to be with. But I also feel like there's a lot of you that are already currently with this person. And I feel like your destiny is to maybe run a business with this person, or maybe you guys like climb the ladder of success together, even if y'all like don't necessarily do a business together. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're definitely gonna have a business with your bae, or it's like y'all have talents that complement each other, where it's like you guys can bring your businesses together. You know what I mean? or your talents together, or your ideas together, or your money together. Like, I'm just sensing a lot of togetherness, okay? And this could even be working with your friends. Maybe you working with like your very, very close friends or very close family members. But I definitely see you having success with your loved ones. Whether it's like, of course, I'm sure you're someone that's meant to share your success with loved ones, but I feel like you are, meant to work with your loved ones. But I'm gonna also read from the book, in which I meant to start off the reading like that, but I just want to read from the book, like what it says, because I just got this deck like literally yesterday, and I just love it so much because it's so detailed. So I'm not even gonna read the whole thing of what it says for each card, but I'm just gonna read some of it, okay, so that you can also understand their symbolism. Okay, so for the first card, the worker, okay, it says sometimes it is necessary to examine your words, thoughts, feelings, and actions to make sure that you are not focusing too much on your of your attention on worrying. It is as practical to stop being anxious and micromanaging as it is to focus on financial and other considerations commonly referred to as practical. Bruh, I feel like spirit is like kind of calling me out right now. Okay, anyway, focusing all that energy on other things for a while will allow you to be yourself again. A break from steady labor may cause you to look at things completely differently. If you find yourself with people and relationships that do not satisfy, it is possible that as of now you are not a good fit with the kind of person you say you want to be with. Didn't I just say that? So I definitely feel like there's some of you guys that are single. Wow, like I swear I don't read like or look at these cards or anything before I do the reading. So I literally just said that some of you guys are doing the work to like align yourself. Okay, so anyway, it is of course possible that by focusing on your career you will become that person. You may develop skills, resources, and attitudes resulting from your work experiences that will enable you to be more of who you really are. If your working conditions or fellow workers are not as supportive of your intuitive skills as they are of your physical labors, then it may be time to find alternative employment. Okay, so maybe you guys are in a space right now where you are making changes with your career and aligning with the career that's destined for you, or aligning, maybe it's like you're in a career and maybe it's time for you to start working with your partner or working with your friends, or like going to a new network, because that's destined for you. I said a new network. Okay, so that could be social media, or like a new place of employment, like a new job. Okay, so yes. All right, so the Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers. If the purpose of life is to be happy, then remember that life is a party, not to be enjoyed to... Oh, wait, I said not to be. What is wrong with me? I can't read today. Okay, let me start over. If the purpose of life is to be happy, then remember that life is a party to be enjoyed to the best of your ability. If you remember nothing in excess, you would do well to make yourself, your possessions, and your surroundings as attractive and impressive as possible, and thereby draw to yourself what you have been searching for. Literally, I just talked about drawing in. Oh my God. Okay. The present moment needs and deserves your full attention. Love is in the air. You are raising your vibration by using both your logical mind and your intuition to honestly and realistically assess where you are on your life's path. Doing this will attract more of what you desire. Though you should not take any foolish or risky actions that you would regret later, grant yourself permission to take a break from worry and from being overly pragmatic and logical. Let a little adventure and romance into your life. If you are in a relationship, efforts must always be made by both parties to recover the indescribable feeling of excitement, attraction, and exhilaration that comes with the first blush of romance. It should be fun, not work or a sacred duty imposed upon you by others. Wow. Okay. So that was long as hell, and we're already like about 10 minutes into the reading, but that literally goes into what I was talking about as far as when I start off the reading, okay? So let's see what else. Let's move on to the tarot cards and see what is your true destiny, okay? So 9 of Pentacles, yeah, okay? So the fact that you have the I attract love, abundance, success, and happiness and fulfillment card is just going along with the 9 of Pentacles, because basically, as you can see, she has a lush garden, and basically it's all about, well, the meaning of this card is all about like you planting seeds that come into fruition or manifest, okay? And with this card coming out, it definitely lets me know that you've already been doing work, like you've already been putting steps like in order. You've already been putting steps in order and really putting in that work. I feel like a lot of you have already been putting in work to change your career or to change your circumstances, and I feel like, yeah, you're on your way. And the fact that the 9 of Pentacles is associated with independence, but you also have the Lovers, I think something for you is like you're in this destiny, or not in this destiny, in this life, you are destined to be independent, but also become a part of a, wow, I was about to say to become part of a community or a partnership. And literally, I just, as you can see, you heard, or as you can hear, you heard my phone, and it literally says new community chat, because I'm part of a thrifting a thrifting group on Facebook. But yes, maybe some of you guys are into fashion, because 9 of Pentacles, maybe some of you guys are destined to work in fashion or the beauty industry, or in the arts or something. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's funny. So next card, we have the Magician. Wow. Okay. So the fact that we once again have the I attract abundance, success, happiness, and fulfillment card, and then the Worker card definitely lets me know why this Magician card came up, because it's like, first of all, I feel like you've already been doing some type of work, putting some action steps into play. I feel like you've already been doing that. I definitely feel like a lot of you guys have already been doing that. And if you haven't, this is your sign, okay? This is your sign to let you know that you have all you need within you to make the success happen. It's just that now you have to do the work and start becoming disciplined and start putting stuff in order, especially if there's those of you that are making changes with your career or making changes with your job, or something like that. Now's the time like to really start putting in that work, not in a way that drains you, but in a way that it's like you're making concrete steps and taking action to actually make things happen. Okay, all right. Oh no, is that my son? Okay, and the Magician, let me say, is associated with Mercury. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling like some of you guys are Virgos, especially because we have the Worker card here. I feel like some of you guys could be Virgos or Geminis. Either Virgos, Geminis. What else am I getting here? Yeah, I'm sensing Virgo and Gemini. Maybe even Libra. But yeah, let's see. Okay, and then we have 7 of Cups. Yeah, so I definitely feel like you're at a place. Let me put that up here. And by the way, this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. People always ask me what deck this is. Okay, so yes, the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And yeah, the 7 of Cups being reversed is definitely letting me know that you are at a space where you're like, I'm doing what's right for me. Okay, I'm aligning with my destiny. I'm aligning with what I feel like is working for me, and just releasing whatever no longer works for me. Okay? Yep, and 3 of Swords. Yep, I see you moving on from something. I see you definitely moving on from something and like releasing whatever just no longer serves you, whether it's a job, a way of thinking, a way of living. Like, I feel like you're already on this path of your destiny, and I'm just here kind of confirming some stuff for you, because I feel like maybe some of the other groups will maybe they're currently a little confused, but I feel like for you, you're kind of already sure. Even if you doubt yourself, I feel like some of you are already kind of sure as far as like what your true purpose is, or your true destiny is, the type of lifestyle you want to, or that you're meant to live. Like you already have an idea of it, okay? So yes, let's see what else we have here. Literally, I said Gemini, didn't I? I said Gemini, and look what we have. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Seriously? Seriously. And then we have time to take time to breathe out. Okay. Okay. So that is funny. Okay, that is funny. So it's funny that we have the Gemini right under the worker card, and then we have the lovers, and it's take time to breathe out is right under the lovers card. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, like you're meant to have that balance in your life where it's like, and this is why I feel like a lot of you guys are meant to be entrepreneurs or like work for yourself, because I feel like you're meant to have freedom or something in your career, like something along those lines. I feel like you're meant to have freedom in your career, or freedom, like have a lifestyle where you're just free to do what you want. Because the fact that we have to take time to breathe out card, I feel like you're meant to have a life where it's like you're able to take off to take care of your kids, and you're able to travel when you want to, you're able to maybe wake up when you want to sometimes, or like you're just meant to have like a life that's free, like carefree, especially with this Gemini card coming up. And the fact that we have the answers you need are coming, I definitely feel like there's a lot of you are like on this path already of realizing like, yeah, I don't want to work for anybody, or yeah, I want a career where I'm traveling, or I have time for my kids and my family and my partner and my, you know what I mean? Or even if it's not that you're an entrepreneur, it's like, I think that you're, okay, there go my son. Let me see if I can kind of get through this last part. But I feel like you're just meant to have a career where it's like, it's flexible. You're meant to have a career that's very flexible. And you know, Gemini is a mutable sign, which is all about flexibility. Okay, so yes, you're definitely meant to have a career that's flexible, or have a lifestyle that's flexible, or you have financial freedom, or you have a job where you're not working so many days, or like you work from home, or like you're able to travel. I don't know if I said that already, but I feel like you're meant to have a lot of freedom in your life, in your career. And if there's anything that's in your life, whether it's your career or relationships, living environment, or something like that, that doesn't allow you to have your freedom, it's not meant for you to be at. Okay, your freedom is a very important part of your purpose. Sorry, y'all. Of course, my son interrupted me. But, yes, let's move on to the last two cards. Animals. Okay. And then compassion. Okay. So the fact that we have animals and compassion here, I feel like some of you guys are meant to live a lifestyle. You're meant to live a lifestyle that is like maybe like a healthy lifestyle. That's what I'm trying to get to, like a healthy lifestyle, maybe vegan. Some of you guys are meant to be vegan, or even if not necessarily vegan, maybe vegetarian, or just live a lifestyle that's very healthy, where you're eating healthy foods. And maybe some of you guys end up experiencing some, and I don't want to scare anyone, but maybe this happened for you already, because even with this Nine of Pentacles here, like it, with all the vegetables on there, it's like maybe you would end up experiencing through yourself, maybe through your kids, through maybe your family or something, where they experience like a health issue or something like that, and you end up learning about like alternative healing methods or nutrition, or like healing, like, because I feel like some of you guys are healers, especially with this compassion card. Like, look how she's like, she has her hands on the world like that, like she's meant to, like she's healing the world or something. So I feel like some of you guys are meant to heal the world because of you learning about some type of or experiencing some type of health issue, or someone around you's experiencing some sort of health issue, and you end up learning like, okay, these are the type of foods they need to eat, or this is the type of foods I need to eat, or or learning about like vibrational healing, sound healing, frequencies. Those are all sound healing. What am I talking about? Reiki, crystal healing, floral essences, like aromatherapy, like, you know, things like that. I think you're meant to learn alternative healing methods, okay, in your lifetime, because I think for a lot of you guys, you're going to be healing other people, and yourself as well. So yeah, that was your reading pile number 1. I know it was extra long, but if you stuck it out all the way, leave me some flower emojis, okay? Leave me, or crystal emojis or whatever, for those of you guys that are healers. Maybe even a crystal ball for those of you that are like interested in healing, or just to say that this reading resonated with you. All right, so yes, thank you for listening. If you love this reading, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Make sure you go to my website, housemystik.com, to check out all of my art. I paint on clothes, I paint on bags. I also have canvas art. Like I said, this is one of my paintings right here. Also, if you want to connect with like-minded, I'm sorry, my baby's crying in the background. I'm about to get to him. But if you want to connect with like-minded mystics like yourself, learn all about, or learn more in depth about certain astrology transits, get month ahead readings, you know, things like that, all from me, of course. And it's an app, okay? You can become part of the Mystik Collective, okay? And it's an app that you can have on your phone. It's not available on the stores, just yet, but it will be soon, okay? And yes, and I have all exclusive content that you will not find here on my YouTube channel or any of my social media platforms, okay? So definitely make sure you check out those links in the description. Follow me on all social media networks, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number 2 with the rose quartz, heart-shaped rose quartz crystal. And then this is the picture that went along with the crystal. Wait, is it gonna focus in? No? No? There we go. Okay. So yes, let's go ahead and get into your destiny. What is your destiny? And yeah, how to get aligned with it if you're feeling not so aligned with it. So I'm going to hit my sound bowl to cleanse the space and cleanse your aura so you're open to receiving this message. Okay, all right. So let's get into the first 2 cards. So, and these decks, the links are available in my description if you're interested in getting these decks. I get a little kickback from it, okay? If you go to those links and check out my little Amazon storefront, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first card we have the Romantics. I allow romance to touch my heart every day, number 29. And then the Farmer. I enjoy being of service to those who deserve it. Okay, very interesting. So this is already reminding me of another pile. Pile number 1, actually. If you want to check it out, if you were feeling called to pile number 1, that could be why. So let's go ahead and read from the book and see, like what it says about these cards, because I just got them, and I mean, I already have an idea of what they mean, but I just want to go ahead and use the book. Okay. So 29 and 30. So the fact that this keeps happening, I wonder if this is because it's a new deck. Maybe that's why, but it wasn't happening when I was giving myself a reading, so I feel like this is a sign. Okay, because the fact that we have 29 and 30, this definitely makes me think that you're already on that path. Like you're already taking steps towards this path, towards this destiny, okay? This lifestyle that you see for yourself, or like you're already on your way to manifesting it, and it's coming very, very soon, okay? So the romantics, that's already letting me know that like a relationship, like relationships are really, really important in your destiny. I mean, I feel like everyone relationships are important, but it's more so like you're meant to have a big love affair. And when I say love affair, I don't mean like in a cheating love affair, but like if you were ever wondering if you will ever find someone, the answer is yes. Okay, if you will ever find the one, the answer is yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and read what it says. Okay. All right. Modes of behavior, beliefs, friends, and family, and even a place we have lived in for years can start to look strangely different when seen through the eyes of one in love. Many people become addicted to the intoxication of romance, feeling touched by great fortune and throwing caution to the winds. For them, romance comes in short, contrived bursts rather than a sustained lifetime of affection that soulmates enjoy. It is impossible to know whether a romance is going to last, which makes it one of the most maddening and the most exciting experiences of our lives. It seems so vastly important. And it may well be. If you have truly found your other half, the first blush of romance deepens and gets better in ways that you cannot even imagine. The reason romance feels so good is because it is very similar to being with your soulmate. The difference is that when you are with your soulmate, there is no doubt, which we can assure you is a heavenly way to live. Okay, so yeah, definitely feel like, yeah, you're meant to be in a very important relationship, okay? And if you've been feeling like, will I ever find the one? The answer is yes, okay? Yes, and they are on the way. Maybe they might be a farmer. Maybe they're into natural health things, or maybe you guys will be able to go off the grid together. Maybe you guys will own land together. Yes, but for those of you that are already, or maybe you're not necessarily looking for love right now and you weren't wondering that, I feel like your destiny is probably associated with owning land or owning property or something like that. Maybe owning like a restaurant or something having to do with food or something. But let's go ahead and look at the farmer. Okay. When you do work that you love, you always want to do your best. All your energies get channeled into making your business an extension of you and what you love to do. A world of businesses built on a foundation of love is a noble goal and an attainable one. Those who love their work might find that it gives them the opportunity to meet others who share their interests and passions. The psychological and material rewards you reap from fulfilling work are priceless. However, a career is not something you have to give your life to in total commitment. Service work may be a calling outside of your career. Sometimes one must put his or her own needs second to another for a time. Some people do this gladly, but if an imbalance goes on for too long, or if the one providing the service is asked to do things they are not willing to do, a relationship can become stuck. Very, very interesting. Wow, and the next card here is the partners. Okay. Well, I'm not going to read that, but that's the next card in the deck. But that's very, very interesting. So I definitely feel like, yeah, you are meant to have a business with a partner. This is making me think of pile 1. So if you were feeling drawn to pile 1, definitely go check it out. Okay, but yes, definitely pile 1. Check it out. And also, like, I feel like some of you guys are definitely meant to create a business. There was a fly that came. Where'd it go? Okay, I hope I killed it. Okay, but yes, you are meant to have a business with your partner, or just like a business in general where you're doing what you love. So yeah, like you're definitely not meant to be in something where you don't like completely love it, okay? If you're at a job or in like, yeah, if you're at a job that you just don't like, or you're just doing it just for the money, you're already messing up, because it's just never gonna sustain you. Because maybe for some of you guys, there's a job where it's like you don't all the way like it or whatever, and it's like maybe for some of you guys it may feel like you just never have enough money, and that could be why. But maybe some of you guys are making good money, but you're just not happy with your career, and it's time to make that change, okay? But I do feel like some of you guys are meant to do something with food, whether it's like cooking or like a restaurant, or like selling something regarding food or recipes or something along those lines. But I feel like this may be my pile. That's y'all are some foodies. Maybe y'all will do something where it's like y'all do restaurant content or something along those lines. But I wouldn't be surprised if food is something that you're meant to work with in your lifetime. But then another thing I'm sensing for this group is parenting, especially with the where it was talking about like your service outside of your career. I feel like for some of you guys, a big part of your destiny is to have children. So if you've been wondering like, will I ever have children, you know what I mean? Yes, you will definitely have children, okay? Your children are a big part of your destiny. Maybe it's like you guys will have like a family business, or you will pass down your business to them, or you're going to be creating generational wealth. But I definitely am sensing something along the line of parents. I keep hearing Capricorn. So yeah, I'm definitely sensing generational wealth, a business that lasts the test of time, or wealth that lasts the test of time, or like a family business, or like you helping your kids, possibly helping your kids with their own businesses, or something, like you setting them up from a young age in something that they like, or their own business, or something along those lines. That could be for a select few of you. Or if you don't necessarily want to like have kids, maybe you working with kids, you working with kids, like, and helping them master their own skills, or even just creating just like a business that lasts the test of time, okay, that lasts you for the rest of your life, and becomes a staple in the community or something like that. Yes. Okay, so anyway, let's see what else we have here. The Hanged One reversed. Okay. And the Queen of Cups. Okay, so yeah, I knew it. Because the Queen of Cups is associated with being a parent, a mother figure, a nurturer of the community, or something like that. So yeah, I feel like you're meant to be a leader in your community, or like a leader in your family or something, where you are creating the generational wealth, or you're helping your kids develop their own careers starting from a young age, or just really putting a lot of energy into your kids and family and stuff like that. And then with the Hanged One reversed, it's definitely making me think like, I don't know why I'm sensing like you being a different parent from the ones that you had, or something, like you being a different parent from the ones that you had, or like, yeah, like I'm just really sensing like breaking generational patterns or karma or something, or if you're not interested in having kids or a family and stuff like that, I feel like you are meant to live differently from your family. Like your destiny is to live differently from your family, especially like if you come from a family that's very traditional or something, where it's like maybe you're from a certain culture or something, and you're just not meant to live exactly how you were brought up in that culture, or living within the, like, with society, like living with, not living with, but like in the expectations of society, like where you have like some type of whimsical job or like a whimsical career. Oh yeah, I did talk about off the grid. Okay, so maybe for some of you guys, you will be living off the grid, or maybe you'll be doing something where it's like you're able to create passive income, where you are able to like, you know, like kind of disappear sometimes, kind of disappear, and not have to be like in that hustle and bustle of everyday life or something. Yeah, some of this is really reminding me of pile number one, so definitely check out pile number one. So also Page of Cups. Okay, so Page of Cups, yeah, you're definitely meant to have like a whimsical, like different type of lifestyle than your family, or like that is expected in society, where you're like, maybe you're like a tarot reader, maybe you're a content creator, maybe you like just make a whole bunch of different types of like income from the internet, where you're able to have like passive income. Maybe you're doing something where you're traveling all the time, or like it's just something that's different. Like you're just meant to be different. I don't know. Like you just meant to be unique. Like I'm totally hearing unique, like, you know, from from Alien Superstar. Like I'm totally sensing like Alien Superstar vibes, okay? And maybe that's why I'm getting chills. And maybe that's why for some of you guys, it's like I'm sensing something with your kids or something, because it's like you're going to be teaching them to be their unique selves. I'm also sensing Aquarius, okay? Aquarius, okay. So maybe some of you guys have Aquarius children. Maybe you're an Aquarius or Capricorn, or you have Capricorn or an Aquarius children, or, you know, something like that. But you're definitely meant to help people or your children and family specifically to live out their own unique purpose, because you end up having such a unique type of lifestyle, so they're able to live that unique lifestyle. But like I said, if you don't want to have kids, or you don't like want to have, you know, like kids or whatever, it's definitely like a unique life that you're living, where it's just different from your family. Okay. Oh my goodness, I cannot make this shit up. Okay, like I swear, I just be picking these cards and I don't look at them. Look, we have 6 of Cups. Is it gonna focus? Come on. And by the way, this is in these decks are mentioned below. I don't know if I said that already, but they're available below. So yes, 6 of Cups. This card is all about children. Oh my goodness, this is all about children, and it's also about the past. So it's definitely making me think that you are not repeating the past. Like with this Page of Cups combined with the 6 of Cups, is definitely making me think that you're living a different lifestyle. Like, see how this cup is like a random fish coming from the cup? I feel like you were living one way, like your family and your upbringing, it was maybe very normal or somewhat, or very traditional, or your family is very, very traditional, and then you came along randomly and you just like you're throwing caution to the wind. Well, not throwing caution to the wind, but you're like just very different from your own family, okay? And then your children, it's like you're creating a new generation where it's like y'all have your own traditions that will be passed down. Like it just make me think of this this picture I saw on Facebook. I wonder if I'd be able to find it, but it was like it's up to you to break those generational patterns. And it was first like an old ass person that was like, oh, you're stupid, that's dumb. And then it was another person like saying it to like the younger person or generation or whatever, and they're like, oh, that's stupid, that's dumb or whatever. And then there was like a zigzag line, meaning like cut off, and then it was someone like a mother speaking to their son, and the son was painting a picture, and she was telling her son she loved the picture. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're meant to, this is giving me goosebumps, so you're meant to either teach people to live their unique purpose, their unique path, and teach them that they don't have to live as society lives, or it could be um, you are teaching your children specifically like how to be different, or like help them realize they don't have to be like everyone else, or helping them to honor their uniqueness from a young age, or honor their gifts and talents even if they're not something that's necessarily practical. Like you're teaching them to honor them at a young age. Okay, so let's move on. We have, bruh, I cannot make this shit up. Okay? Like, look what we have here. Let's see if it'll focus. Bring love into the situation. New moon and freaking Aquarius. I'm done. Because what did I say? What did I say? I was sensing that Aquarius energy. So some of you guys are Aquariuses, or you have Aquarius children, or like you are just that unique vibe that is often associated with Aquarius. Like you don't have to be Aquarius for this to resonate with you, but maybe you have like aspects with Uranus in your chart, or like you have Saturn in Aquarius, or you have Aquarius in a very prominent placement in your birth chart, or yeah, like you have children that are Aquarius dominant or something like that. But yeah. And then we have your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Oh my, I can't make this shit up. Okay, I mean, I didn't say Taurus, but I literally was talking about like you helping your children, or helping people to like take their dreams and turn it into something, and not just like look at it as like, oh, this is impractical or whatever. Like actually taking it and being like, okay, you want to be like, for example, let's use my son, which happens to be an Aquarius moon and Aquarius dominant. Like this is crazy. He's very much a gamer. He loves gaming. He loves YouTube, and he's always like, mommy, I wanna do it. So we're starting to work on his channel. We're starting to work on his his stuff or whatever. And I was just thinking to myself the other day, like I wish like my parents were into astrology and into YouTube and into the stuff that I'm into, so they could have taught me to do these things from a young age. And you know what I mean? But it's fine, I'm learning it now. But that's why my children, like my kid, the fact that he's already showing so much interest in a certain area, I'm like, okay, I need to help him develop that. Okay, so look, I literally just got a ding, so that's confirming that for a lot of you guys. So let's do the last two cards. Financial health. Oh my goodness. So yeah, y'all are creating generational wealth. Y'all are definitely creating generational wealth and creating a lavish lifestyle, especially with this Taurus here. Like you're creating a lavish lifestyle for yourself. And the fact that we have Aquarius and Taurus, I'm wondering if some of you guys are fixed dominant, whether it's Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Yeah, and those are the resource signs. Like those are the money signs. Okay, so I definitely see you creating like generational wealth for yourself and for your family, where it's like you create so much wealth that it affects your family in the most positive way ever, where they're able to have a lifestyle that's very different from maybe how you grew up, or how your own parents grew up, and the type of just how you grew up. Okay, so then we also, bruh, I can't make this up. Home. Okay, we literally have home. So yes, family, your family and your home life is so important. Like your children, you being a parent is a very important part of your purpose, or working with children, or maybe even helping people clear out generational karma, or work through generational shit. Maybe even with you being a therapist or something, because that helps with working through generational patterns and stuff like that. Like I definitely see you being very different from how you grew up, and the lifestyle that you have is going to be so different from the lifestyle you grew up having, like how you grew up in your own home, your own childhood home. It's going to be so different from the lifestyle that your children live, okay? Or you help people, like children, create a better future for themselves if they come from like broken homes or stuff, or like even adults or something. Like maybe you're someone that talks to adults, and like, you know, through therapy or through something you do that encourages people, that and makes them realize like, okay, you grew up this way, or you experienced these certain things. Your life doesn't have to be that way. It can be completely different. It can turn around, and you can have a better future. Okay, you can create a new foundation for yourself. Okay. So that was long, but that was your reading pile number 2. If it resonated with you, please, please, please leave a comment. Leave me let's see. Leave me money emoji, since this is the money pile. Okay. So yes, leave me some money emojis if this reading resonated with you. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. And that like video, but that like button if you loved this video. Also, make sure you go to housemystik.com, where you can check out all of my artwork. This is one of my paintings right here. I don't know if it'll focus. Okay, but that's one of my paintings right there. And then also, I paint on clothes, I paint on bags, I paint on pretty much everything. Okay, but mostly like fashion and stuff. So yeah, definitely check that out. And if you want to master your own spiritual gifts, if you want to master your own spiritual gifts, if you want to connect with like-minded mystics like yourself, if you want to learn deeper about certain astrological transits and how it will be affecting you, and get month ahead readings, definitely check out my app, the Mystik Collective app. Okay, it's a collective, or it's a community app where you connect with like-minded people, and you learn a lot, and you'll get a lot of exclusive content that you will not find here on my YouTube or any of my social media platforms. Okay, so definitely check out the Mystik Collective, and then also follow me on all social media platforms. And yeah, like I said, all the decks are available below if you want to get them for yourself. Yeah, so I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 3 with the yellow Jasper egg crystal. Is it gonna zoom in? No? Okay, there we go. All right, let me move some of these crystals. And just put this right here. So yeah, okay. So let's get into your reading, all about your destiny, like the lifestyle, the life, you are meant to live, and how to get aligned with it. Okay. So the first 2 cards we have here. Oh, and this is the card that was associated with that pile, if you wanted a refresher. Okay, so let's get into the cards. All right, so the first one is the loner. I enjoy being alone and getting in touch with my true feelings. Okay, and then the spectrum. I root out and reject prejudice in myself and others. I don't know why, for some reason, and I think I know why, but spectrum makes me think of like autism, because sometimes they'll say my kid is on the spectrum, or things like that. So I'm wondering if some of you guys have children that are autistic, or maybe has special needs, or even not necessarily special needs, maybe like they have a lot of allergies, or they have some health issues, or something where it's like you have to pay close attention to them, but not in a way, because I don't want to scare anyone. I don't think it's going to be something very bad. Maybe this is something you're already experiencing, but I feel like if they are experiencing something like that, where they're having health issues, or they are autistic, or something is going on with their like their development or something like that, I feel like they're gonna be okay though. They're gonna be okay even if they start off their life early, experiencing these certain things. I definitely feel like through you learning, because this is giving hermit. This is giving hermit energy for some reason with the loner. Not for some reason. It's clear. It's clear the reason, but it's definitely giving hermit vibes where it's like you take your own time with learning more about how you'd be able to help them or something. This is reminding me of pile 2. Okay, so maybe you were drawn to pile number 2, but yeah, I feel like they're gonna be okay. And with you dealing with what was going on with them, with dealing with oh my goodness, sorry y'all, it's like a whole bunch of alerts tried to go off at the same time, and I got a text message. So I feel like there could be some of you guys that's going through a lot if you have a kid that has like a certain health issue or developmental issue. I feel like it's gonna turn around though. Like if you are currently going through it with them and you're like, oh, when is this gonna end? It's about to end, okay? It's about to end, whether it's a health issue or something. And I feel like through you learning about what was going on with them, it in turn made you learn about health and learning how to maybe it even inspired you to take better care of yourself or something like that. Or maybe made you want to look into creating something that helps children or something. This could be a specific message for specific people, but I feel like there's something that went on with some of you guys with children that made you kind of like go within and or do more research so that you can learn with how to help your child, especially with what's been going on with like the formula shortage and a lot of kids like not agreeing with formula, like certain diseases coming from certain formulas, like because how some of them got recalled is because some of these kids was getting real sick with these formulas or whatever. So I'm feeling like some of you guys are learning alternative methods with your children and what they eat, or maybe you in your own life or something like that. But that's probably a specific message for a specific person or whatever. But I'm sorry, I just keep getting notifications. But I maybe that ding was a confirmation for me, because I'm like, damn, am I making sense? But I also feel like you are meant to be like, yes, like I said, a loner, and not in a sense where you don't have friends or you don't have a lover or you don't. Let me put my phone on damn silent, okay? But not that you don't have a lover, you don't have friends or something like that. But I definitely feel like you taking more time to reflect and doing research and study and stuff like that is a big part of your purpose, okay? So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the book and see what they talking about as far as what these mean. Oh. Okay. So we have there are times, and this is for the loner. There are times when it is important for you to put distance, either emotional or physical, between you and your situation. When you are feeling overly stressed and vulnerable, it is crucial that you avoid being overwhelmed by people and events that have no regard for your fragile state. You must protect yourself from the insensitivity of others. So yeah, this goes along with what I was talking about with the kids. I feel like some of you guys have sensitive kids, but I feel like they're star seeds or something. I don't know, or you're a star seed and you're very sensitive, and that's why it's important for you to spend a lot of time alone. Okay. So you must protect yourself from the insensitivity of others. Be around only positive people. Isolate yourself from your routine to get in touch with your true feelings. You may even need the release of a good cry, which can act like an escape valve of your emotions. Escape comes in many forms, and it's up to you to choose the method that is appropriate for your situation. Sometimes making a strategic withdrawal can give you time to rest and recover your perspective and your or on your situation. Coasting on automatic pilot is a form of escape too, but it will not get you where you would like to be. Okay, so let's move on to the spectrum. Oops. The artwork on these cards are so beautiful. I just love this deck. I just love it. Okay. And it's called what is it called? I think it's called the Intuition Oracle, but it'll be linked below. Okay. Okay. So this says for the spectrum, just as the spectrum appears to be emerging from the sea on her magic living tidal pool rock, humanity is still emerging out of the dark ages. While no sea water seems to be clinging to her, our culture has many negative traits clinging to it, including some that are hideously primitive, occurring in far too many places around the world. No one wants to be prejudiced. The root of the word prejudice. Okay, no one wants to be prejudged. Oops, yeah, prejudged. The root of the word prejudice. Prejudice is inaccurate, faulty, and ultimately dangerous tool of those too lazy, too frightened, or too unintelligent to wait until they have gotten to know the human being whom they are not often wrongly prejudging, or who are they are most often wrongly prejudging. I can't read today. Those who allow their prejudices to affect their thoughts and actions do not realize the disservice they do to themselves as well as the object of their prejudices. We must all do what we can to imagine what it is like to be the victim of prejudice and understand our actions accordingly, and to avoid prejudicial behavior. Even those who are not prejudiced may themselves be the victims of prejudice by people whose hurtful experiences have damaged their capacity for empathy and the self-restraint of their knee-jerk reactions and negative beliefs. We all have them, and the only thing we can do is mitigate. Okay. What is this word? Okay, and the hurt they cause ourselves and others, to be aware of our prejudices and to remember that we are all children on the spectrum of life. So yeah, this is definitely making me think of like the sensitivity. Like some of you guys may have children that, you know, have certain concerns, like where it's like you're having to do alternative healing methods. But then for some of you guys, I think you guys are, some of you guys are like, I think into spirituality or like activism or something like that, where you are bringing knowledge, like taboo knowledge, to the masses or something like that, and kind of like shedding light on things where people were thinking, oh, like for example, spirituality, like some of you guys could be like spiritual leaders or something like that, and you bring awareness to certain things that people misunderstood when it comes to spirituality, whether it's in your family or to the masses, where it's brought, like it's put on a bigger scale or something. I don't know. I feel like I said that wrong. But then another thing, it could be like you guys are advocates for something, like where you're an advocate for people of color, or like the sick, or just people that can't speak up for themselves, that are unable to speak up for themselves. Like you're meant to be like an advocate for those people, I feel like, where you call out people's prejudices, or you call out people's ignorance or something along those lines. Okay, and that could even be in the medical field, in the or just in society in general, like these well-established institutions or corporations or something like that. Like you're meant to bring awareness to their fuck shit, okay? Or even people in your family that have done some fucked up shit. Like you're meant to be someone that calls out the fucked up shit, okay? I keep saying fucked up shit, but no, seriously, I feel like you're meant to be someone that calls out the fucked up shit. And that's what probably makes you a loner, maybe in your family. Like maybe you're considered the black sheep or the rebel or the, like, you know, something, but you're meant to be like I said with group 2, like you're meant to be different, and you're meant to be someone that calls out, like you call bullshit or cut through illusions. And that's why I feel like a lot of you guys are into spirituality, because you know that there's not just like this physical world. Like you know that there's something more than that, and you're meant to bring people's awareness to that. Okay, so let's see what else. The 4 of Swords. And the 2 of Wands. The Lovers. Okay, the Lovers came out in, I think, pile number 2 as well. Or was that the Romantics? Let me see really quick. Oh, it was the Romantics. But the Lovers came out in pile 1 too. So I feel like maybe just every pile there could be some of you guys wondering if you are meant to like have love in your life, and the answer is yes. And then 3 of Cups. Okay. So yeah, I feel like with the 4 of Swords coming up and the Loner here, I feel like, yeah, you're definitely meant to be someone in meditation often. Like I feel like, I wonder if some of you guys are like meditation facilitators, or like you do tarot or like some type of healing thing. I don't know, but I don't know, I'm kind of getting that with this 4 of Swords here. But I'm also feeling like, yeah, you're meant to work in spirituality, or becoming an advocate for people that can't speak up for themselves. Okay, whether it's like, or not that they can't speak up for themselves, but they need someone to speak up more for them and to stand up for themselves. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are, you know, wanting to advocate for women, or advocate for children, or advocate for people of color, or advocate for equal rights, or advocate for some of the tragedies going on in the world. Like, for example, with what's going on in Mississippi, like, you know, bringing more awareness to that, and just calling out the injustices in the world that a lot of people aren't necessarily aware of. And as I look at the clock, it's 1:11. So yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised if you are someone that is like a leader in the forefront of a company, or helping a company, or creating your own company or something, where you are an advocate for people that need people to speak up for them, or for where people need to have more awareness about a certain issue or something like that. Or it could even be like a lawyer. For some of you guys, you could even be a lawyer, where you're like calling out the discrepancies in the other party's story or their evidence or something like that. So if maybe some of you guys want to work in law, or maybe even work in the government, where it's like, if you do work in the government, you're like a government leader that's not like the rest of them. Or even working as a social worker that's not like the rest of them, or working as a, like, I don't know, just some type of advocate. Maybe like would that be a social worker? Like people that work in children's services or something like that. But yeah, you're just meant to be like an advocate or something, like, and stand firm in something, whether it's those issues I talked about, or even spirituality, where it's like you're bringing that taboo knowledge to people's awareness, where they once thought it was this thing over here, but it's really not that. Like, it's really not evil, or it's really not what people think it is, you know? Yeah, and then even the fact that you have 2 of Wands is definitely making me think that you're like, yeah, like you're just not, it's like you're not down with the bullshit. I don't know, that's why I'm getting that with 2 of Wands, where it's like you're standing for something. You're standing for something, and standing firm in something where it's not, I was gonna say it's not accepted in society. Let me not say it's not. Well, yeah, maybe it's not accepted in society, but there's like little known knowledge about it, and you're bringing awareness to people where it's making people change their perspective or becoming more aware in some shape or form. And then with the Three of Cups, I definitely feel like you're meant to, yeah, bring some sort of knowledge to the masses, or something, or bring knowledge to an audience, or like or in court, or like, you know, something where it's like you're displaying this knowledge to people and helping them to change their perspective or their awareness, or something like that. I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are meant to raise the consciousness of something. And then the fact that I was talking about, like, you know, autism, or like certain issues maybe your own child had or you had, or something, like you're bringing awareness to it, where you're like, you know, maybe saying, like, for example, with the whole formula thing that's going on right now, like maybe you're bringing awareness and you're like, okay, stop feeding your kids this certain thing, or like, or people need to stop eating these certain foods, or like maybe like for a certain disease or something like that, where you're like, there is actually a cure if you drink this tea, or, you know, something like that, or if you know, have some black seed oil or something like that. But I definitely see you bringing some type of knowledge, like little known facts, like you're bringing it to the masses. So that's why I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are studying like ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom, esoteric knowledge, or like just bringing awareness to some, like, to the world about a certain disease, or like, or showing the fucked up shit that people have been doing in the world, or you know. So yes, let's see what else. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So yeah, I really feel like you're bringing awareness to certain things that helps to change people's perspectives and make them be like, okay, I need to stop doing that shit, or oh, I didn't know this about that. Wow, maybe I need to like start looking into this more, and, you know, make these changes within my mindset, like, you know. And then we also have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Yes, you are definitely making people change their perspective. And I'm wondering if some of you guys are Geminis, Virgos, Sagittariuses, Pisces, because I feel like mutable signs, maybe I'm biased, but I feel like mutable signs are one of the, like, are like the most knowledgeable, what are they called, modalities, one of the most knowledgeable modalities, because of the fact that we absorb so much knowledge, and we because we're always looking into stuff, like, I feel like, because we sometimes get distracted easily, but we are always looking into stuff, we're always researching, always looking, like always learning, always reading, always, like, you know what I mean, like you're always like constantly absorbing information or whatever. And I feel like the fact that you are so knowledgeable about so many things, like, I definitely feel like you are taking little known knowledge and you're putting it out there into the masses or whatever, or you're advocating for something, or you're presenting your case. Like, I'm also hearing presenting your case. So yeah, some of you guys could be lawyers or something like that, or even like teachers or something. But I feel like you're taking facts and you're putting it on a stage or like on a platform or something, where it's like people that didn't know about it will know about it, and it'll help change their lives or change their perspectives, or bring awareness to issues of the world. Okay, so yes, last two cards we have truth. Oh my god, we literally have truth. And the fact that she literally has a mirror and it's like a light shining on the mirror definitely lets me know that you're bringing light to certain situations. You're bringing light to topics, like taboo topics, esoteric knowledge, little, like, learn or teaching people little known facts, helping people change their perspective and understand their truth. Okay, and also see you living in your truth. And then we also have justice. Okay, see, I swear I don't look at these cards, but the fact that we have justice, and I literally kept talking about, I keep seeing someone being like a lawyer, or like presenting their case, and then also even advocating for things, and showing people that it's not right, like these certain conditions are not right, or how we treat these certain people are not right, or what you're thinking about this, like your prejudice, that's not right, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely see you like calling people out, like calling bitches out, okay? I see that for you in your destiny, okay? So yes, that is your reading, pile number 3. If it resonated with you, please leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, oh, and hit that like button, so yes, this video can spread to people who need to see it, hear it, or whatever. And also, yes, hit that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Also, make sure you go to housemystik.com. This is one of my paintings over here that's available on housemystik.com. That's available on housemystik.com. For purchase, prints available, the original paintings available. Also, make sure you go to, or if you are interested in getting exclusive content that's not available on my channel, not on my social media platforms, which you should follow me on, by the way, Twan the Mystik on all of those platforms. If you are interested in getting exclusive content, and also joining and connecting with like-minded mystics like yourself, and also getting in-depth information about what's going on astrologically and how it will be affecting you, definitely join the Mystik Collective, which is an app not available on the stores, the app stores just yet, but it is available at the link in my description. And yeah, you can learn all types of stuff on there and get all types of exclusive content, month ahead readings, things like that, okay? So if that seems like it would interest you, make sure you become a part of that Mystik Collective, okay? Link is in the description. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.